Hello everyone, it's me, V-Cheese. Today we're going over yet another argumentative topic in Dandy's world, and this one is focused on stealing in the game. This topic can be about stealing machines, stealing items, or just stealing in general, and all of these issues are going to be talked about in this video. So let's get straight into the topic. Apparently, people stealing things from other people like machines has angered this community a ton, as people are angry with each other and don't want to use teamwork. So I'll go ahead and explain the different types of stealing in Dandy's world. Machine stealing is one of the most common arguments in this topic. It's basically when a toon starts extracting a machine, stops because they might get chased by a twisted or something else, and then another toon comes and starts extracting the machine, usually finishing it for the other toon. Now for the big question. Is this stealing? I wouldn't really say so, because the iCore is split, and there are other machines you can go find. Besides, the floor is getting done quicker as the machine is still being extracted. The toon is just doing you a favor by finishing up some unfinished business, and yes, while it can feel annoying, the really only bad thing is that the toon gets the tapes and you don't. But come on, you get a bunch on late floors. Now if you're a toon whose ability revolves around machines like V or Yada, it might feel more annoying, but again, other machines. Another part of this topic is the people who usually ask you for machines, usually people with better extraction than you. They say, "Can I do the machine?" And really, what should you do in this situation? Don't give them the machine. They can do the machine faster, but you found it first and it would be kind of weird to just give it to someone else. You could argue it'll get the floor done faster, but what's really the point in it if it'll get done eventually? So in summary, people don't steal your machine, they just finish it for you. And don't ask people for machines. That's just selfish and unnecessary. Item stealing is when you pick up an item another toon needed more than you, or taking something someone else was about to take. Is this stealing? It depends on the toon, the situation, and the item itself. If you don't need the item at all, then it can be considered stealing. But if you're taking it as a last resort, or if you really need it because you're in a tight situation or you're playing a specific role, then it's not really considered stealing. For example, let's do medkits and Cosmo. I made an entire other video on this so you can go watch it yourself. Anyways, let's say there's a medkit on the ground and Cosmo needs to take it because he's at 1 heart or something, and you take the medkit off the floor when you're at full health and run off. That would be considered stealing, especially because you didn't need it. But what if you take something like a box of chocolates because you're a distractor toon, or you have low speed, or again, last resort? That would not be considered stealing. So stealing or not is really determined by the toon, situation, and the item itself. However, items designed to specific roles should be taken by toons of that role. For example, distractors take air horns and speed items, and extractors take extraction and skill check items. If you quote-unquote steal machines or steal items, this is obviously going to anger the entire team and turn them against you. You might have not known better or just randomly picked it up because you like to pick up random items, which most people do. As for machines, if the person comes back from being chased and sees you doing their machine, they'll just call you a machine stealer and bail out the game, or sometimes just be toxic the rest of the run, not getting over the fact the machine they started was finished by someone else. I think this entire community should come together and agree on the fact that Dandy's World is a game where you work together, not a game where you argue about who does what. If you're someone out there who gets angry if your machine gets taken, just take some deep breaths and move on. And really, if you love to extract all the machines, just do a solo run. It's much more efficient. And for items, you should take items dedicated to your role, but if it's just a random item like a stealth candy nobody's going to care about in the slightest, it won't really matter. As the saying goes, normal toons take medkits and mains take bandages. Actually, I don't even support that saying. That's all for the video. Similar to other topics, I hope all of this is solved soon and we can come to an agreement. See you next video.